Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This time I'm featuring two die sets, and this is Spellbinder's Tiara Rondelle and Blooming Rose. Blooming Rose is designed by Marissa Jobe and Tiara Rondelle is designed by Becca Feakin. Her brand is Amazing Paper Grace. You'll see on my craft mat I've already got some mats here. Different colour cards for me. I'm challenging myself to use some more colours. I'm very tempted always to go back to whites and ivory, and instead I'm going to get through some of the coloured card that I have. So this is a very deep green here, so that's my first mat. If you watch my videos, you know I'm a big fan of the Matting Basics. That's because it just gives me that definite sizing I need with that perfect matting in between. So I'm going ahead and first of all matting that green. Then I have some pattern paper here. This is again an Anna Griffin design. I'm a big fan of those. So I'm going to put that. I'm using my scrapbook adhesives, Easy Runner here. These are great. They're interchangeable. So once you have the dispenser, you can pretty much put in whichever adhesive you prefer. So there's permanent strips, there's dots. So have a look on the website because you'll see all the different options. I've also got here gold mirror card and also a piece of ivory that I've already stamped with a sentiment here, and that's an Alt New stamp. So I'm going to put those in place, and then that's all my matting done. I'm going to talk about the Tiara Rondelle die first. So with this die set, you actually get two pieces here. This one cuts corners, cuts two at a time, so that's definitely time saving. Extremely pretty. This is how the die cut looks on the largest one here. I've gone ahead and also done a gold one, which I'm just going to affix to create that little drop shadow behind. Let me just talk about the corner pieces again. Cuts two at a time. You've got your fold lines here. So when you do go in and fold them, you have a perfect corner. So before you do your matting, you can obviously insert that into your design if you wish. I've chosen not to include the corner pieces on my card purely because of the sizing, and I really want that larger die to be my feature. I've brought my card back in and I'm just going to affix that die cut to the front there. See, there's just that little bit of the gold foil card as my drop shadow. To bring a little more of that patterned paper to the front of my card, I've used the die again, but this time I've just kept that fallout piece from the middle. I'm going to be reinserting that into my design. So just be aware when you're doing this, it's probably self-explanatory. You're going to want to line up your die so that you're happy with the pattern that's showing in the middle. Just going to use some liquid glue to do this so that I've got that little bit of manoeuvrability. And then just go in with your tool in one to make sure it's slotting into that space exactly where you want it. So I'm happy with my design, but it definitely needs some flowers. And this time I'm going to be using the Blooming Rose. Brilliant die set. You've got so many pieces, including your leaves and a stem. As usual, I've decided to cut them from my watercolour card, and then I'm using my distress inks to colour the edges. This is Victorian Velvet that I'm doing here. I've cut the leaves from the matching green card that I've used for matting, but I still want to tip the edges with some distress ink, so this is just some forest moss going on here. So I'm happy with the colour, and now I just want to shape them. So many different ways you can do this. Today I've decided to just use my fingers, so I want to create a sort of lift. So I'm putting my finger now in here and just lifting my flower. So I get like a little stepped look, and it then comes in very much more like a rose shape. You can do this with as many layers as you wish. I've already done the smaller ones, and instead of just stamens or one gemstone or pearl to the middle, I've put little tiny ones as a cluster. I've just laid my flowers and leaves on the card front there. Once I'm happy with the design, I'll go ahead and stick those down with 3D foam squares. So here's my finished card for this week. Just a reminder, the dies that I used are Tiara Rondelle and Blooming Rose. They're both available on the website. Thank you so much for joining me. Please look out for my videos. They're posted every Sunday. And also take a look at the blog because there's always links on there. Bye now.